The stage is set.
Here I am, you lucky game!
Tonight, a special edition of Wipeout with never-before-seen obstacles. 32 ordinary men and women are about to go head-to-head with the most extraordinary obstacle course ever assembled. Those brave enough must be prepared to endure breathtaking spills, spectacular tumbles, and catastrophic falls. Only the swiftest and fastest four will move on to compete in our final obstacle course, the biggest of them all, the Wipeout Zone, the final step in the journey to $50,000. The epic competition begins now to see who will emerge victorious and who will wipe out.
Oh, that hurt.
Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Wipeout. I'm John Anderson here alongside my colleague John Hinson. And today, instead of 24 contestants, 32 people will try and conquer the most grueling obstacle course ever created. We've got more contestants, so that means more wipeouts, and a whole lot more mud.
A ton more mud, John, but whoever can hang on to win will be walking away with $50,000.
Now, before anybody can claim that $50,000 prize, they have to complete the daunting Wipeout qualifier. This week, our qualifier made up of 4 obstacles: human pinball, sucker punch, those big balls, and the leap of faith. 32 contestants standing by in the fastest 16 times will advance to the next round.
16, that's crazy talk.
Living on the edge here. Today, even more people making the cut, and they'll be one step closer to the $50,000 prize. Our first contestant is on deck. Earlier, the third member of our Wipeout team, Jill Wagner, spoke with Karla about her strategy.
I'm standing here with Karla Guy, a 28-year-old waitress from Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, Karla, what sets you apart from the crowd here?
I got a lot of energy and I'm just gonna go, 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 go. I can't wait to do this. I'm all excited. I'm gonna win, or I'm gonna sure try.
Now, all she has to do for human pinball is navigate those pins, land on the platform below.
Seems simple enough. She's our first contestant. Let's see how she handles the course.
Karla said that people underestimate her fitness level, and she is doing this for the big girls.
Well, aren't we all, really?
She's coming up to sucker punch. Now she just has to cross the plank without getting punched into the mud. Like that.
Everyone, help me out! Hello?
Next up are the big balls.
The what, John?
The big balls. All she has to do is cross the bridge of bouncy balls. Oh, man, we have to see that one again.
So glad that was her and not me.
That wasn't supposed to happen!
No, it wasn't. Now, that doesn't mean she's out. You can wipe out. That just means you have to swim and continue on, and that will cost you valuable time here on the course. The last obstacle, the leap of faith.
I'm going to the finish!
She's got to swing on that rope over to the platform. That's a span of about 75 feet. And she came just short of, say, 75 feet. Karla finishes the course in a time of 5 minutes, 53 seconds. That seems respectable.
I think I lost my pants!
Our next contestant is Iris Kyle.
I hear this guy is good.
Iris. Now, she's the current Miss Olympia. Not only that, she holds 7 other bodybuilding titles.
He does.
She can take you out.
I have the ideal physique. I'm coming to win. I'm not coming home to take home any other number but first place. There's no one out there that can beat me.
And clearly, she is a force.
Let's see how he does.
It's crazy, oh my God.
She's looking surprisingly light on her feet here.
He certainly is. Don't make her angry, John. You wouldn't like her when she's angry.
Now she's coming up in the big ball. She's not stopping. She's going balls out.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Take a look at that again.
Cannonball!
Now all she has left to do is run across that ramp, swing to the platform.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, if she had some muscles, maybe she'd have been able to work that out.
You know, he really wasted a lot of time there.
And you really need to work on your pronouns.
Yeah, wipe out. Ah, it's crazy!
2 minutes, 49 seconds. Now, I don't know if that time is good enough to advance, but if she doesn't, you have to tell her.
That was hell.
Clearly, the contestants are learning that this is a different breed of obstacle course. This is Rick Wilson at 54. He is the oldest guy in the competition. He's also a former stuntman. Take a look at Vicki Wagner, an Air Force veteran, so you know she's gonna be tough.
Huh. Guess she's part of the ground crew. This is Shelley Williams. She's a two-time Ironman triathlete.
Over at the Leap of Faith now, we find an exhausted Paul Martin. Paul weighs 105 pounds dripping wet.
And as you can see, the rope is actually thicker than he is.
One good swing, and he will be over. He'll be right where he was, actually. With only the top 16 times advancing, Paul needs to dig deeper here. He's lost valuable time. He's also lost his shoe.
Let's go back and see where he lost it. Well, it's not there. Or there.
There it is. So I'm guessing Paul lost the shoe somewhere in here?
Right. Shoe, rest in peace.
Here's Julie Kidd, mother of 3, and obviously another casualty of the sucker punch. Julie said she was determined to conquer the course.
I'm gonna make it.
Now, conquer might not be the right word, but determined.
I think I'm gonna give.
Well, determined might not be the right word either.
Julie, you know you can't give up. You have to do this for the women.
Yeah, that's scaring the out of me right now.
Mommy just said on TV.
Do it for all the single moms. Now, you got to think about that. Come on, girl.
Oh, sorry, Julie.
The big balls are wreaking havoc this week.
Splat. Ow. Oh. Houston, we have liftoff.
That's an interesting technique. Face plant.
What happened?
I think I face planted in the second ball.
Here's the hoppin' squat.
And this is the running man kind of thing. Well, they finally turned to prayer.
Guess the balls are agnostic. You know, it's starting to feel like the big balls are an insurmountable obstacle.
Maybe, but here comes Nick Ballard. If anybody's gonna do it, this could be our guy. He's a former college football player.
He's certainly got the speed and the agility. He could be the one.
All right, here's the big moment of truth. Oh, like a cat.
That was amazing.
He clears the big balls with ease, our first. He misses, but he is in tremendous shape. Nick Ballard crushing the course record, 59 seconds. Nick's got the time to beat.
You did amazing.
I know.
Nick Ballard, confident and classy.
Now at the start, Tamara Pickering.
Go, Tamara. It's your birthday.
I'm ready to just take this competition over. I'm tearing it up. Look for me, people. $50,000, and I'm not giving it to charity.
Better luck next time, Meals on Wheels.
Ow! Oh! Tamara's a business owner from California.
But if she wants that $50,000, she's gonna have to move a little faster than that. Does Tamara realize she's facing the wrong way?
Does it matter?
It's the dirtiest family show on network TV.
Of the 32 brave souls, 32 this time around that have signed up for our qualifier, the best 16 times advanced to the next round.
And they'll have a shot at the $50,000.
Our next contestant on deck, ready to go.
Hang on a second. They need to clear the course, don't they?
Camera there, still in the mud. Let's go back to the top of the course. Rahu Ibrahim is next. Jill spoke with him earlier.
So what about your background is going to give you the edge in this competition?
Well, you know I used to be a dancer, so my freestyle, fantastic. My swimming is dynamic.
Now all he has to do for human pinball is navigate those pins and land on the platform below.
Oh, missed there.
He's coming up on sucker punch. Just has to cross the plank without getting punched. Oh, into the mud. Oh, boy.
I know what you're thinking. How is that guy not in the NFL?
Coming up in the big balls.
All right, here he goes. Oh. He says he's dynamic.
A dynamic swimmer.
Now, this is a technique we haven't seen. We're below the balls. Not sure what he's trying to do here. Maybe just launch himself over to the leap of faith.
He presses on. You got to admire his determination. He's made it through the mud. He's made it through the balls. And here he stands, just moments from a great triumph. Now, if he could just figure out how to get off the rope.
A swing and a miss.
Now he's going to have to swim again. Michael Phelps, he is not. Sort of a modified dog paddle.
But it's important to remember he's a fine dancer, and women admire that.
I guess in its own small way, survival is victory.
Now let's go back to the top of the course with our next contestant.
Here I am, you lucky game!
Jill spoke with him earlier.
I have to ask you, what's with the hot sauce?
This is my secret weapon. Just gotta prove that I'm tough as nails, brother.
Oh, he lands it. Daniel Drew is a 24-year-old caregiver from Vermont. He said his motivation for this is to get a girlfriend.
I don't think he's going to find a girlfriend down there, but unless he's looking to date Tamara.
This is Mitch Rohner, a photographer from Nebraska.
Headband, check. Camouflage shorts, check. Spanking new sneakers, why?
Off we go.
So hard to see Mitch in his camouflage shorts and blinding white sneakers.
There's also less of him to see. He recently lost more than 100 pounds.
Wow. Ooh, not a lot of traction on those flashy tennies, buddy.
This course certainly appears to be tough.
Ouch, my butt hurts!
That's Monty Cook.
Give him a break, John. He's 53. He's one of the oldest guys we have here.
The big balls, they just seem to be getting the best of everyone today.
Yeah, hopefuls have come and gone, and we are down to the final four.
And here comes Katie Mayfield. She's a perky pro cheerleader from Baltimore.
You know, John, I have always been pro cheerleader.
I can't wait to compete. I can taste it. I have to represent for the girls. It's not just about testosterone.
Katie on her way through the human pinball to start.
She's running at a brisk pace. Let's see if she gets knocked out.
Wow, she just breezed through the sucker punch. They didn't put a glove on her. She's the only person not to go in the mud.
She has a perfect run going. Look at this. Oh, on the big ball, she's going to lose it.
But wait a minute, she's using the second ball to sort of hang on to the first
She's
one.
going to make it, though. Handled that perfect. And now all she's got to do is the leap of faith, and she's in with a perfect run.
Unbelievable. 1 minute, 1 second.
Katie Mayfield, the only person so far not to wipe out. The girls are really stepping up.
They really are, John.
Here's Nicole Brewer on the leap of faith.
Got it. Almost.
Here's Mindy Fortune, a dog trainer from Maryland.
Jump, land, and fall. Good girl.
Our last competitor, Christian Redioff, Lord of the Dance. He's got to finish this course 2 minutes, 29 seconds to qualify. Christian is actually an aerospace analyst.
That running style is wind resistant and woman resistant.
Go to the backstroke.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, my hands are falling off.
He seems to actually enjoy falling.
Yeah.
Now he is flying through the course.
I got it.
1 minute, 10 seconds. That's one of the best times of the day.
So let's look at the 16 contestants moving on now. Leading the top 8, Nick, the football player.
Uh-huh.
We have our football player, then we have a cheerleader, Katie, the pro cheerleader, and Christian, the rocket scientist. Suddenly slimmer Mitch Rohner makes it as well.
Also making it into the next round, Monty with his sore butt. At 54, Rick Wilson, oldest contestant in our game. And 105-pound little Paul Martin sneaks in there as well.
It's like Jello, there's always room for Paul. So those were the standings coming out of the qualifier, but we will clean the slate at the start of each new event. After our first qualifying round, we are down to 16 contestants. Nick, the football player, and pro cheerleader Katie Mayfield.
Daniel Drew and his hot sauce are moving on, along with Mindy Fortune. But the wipeouts are about to get much worse.
And here's why, because next up, the sweeper. Contestants will be on 10-foot-high poles as a crane travels in a sweeping motion that varies in both speed and height.
They have to jump over the crane to avoid getting smacked, falling into the water below. Last 8 standing will advance.
John, any predictions on a winner here?
Yeah, gravity, John. My money's on gravity.
Thanks, Sir Isaac. All right, the contestants are in position, and we are ready to go.
The sweeper has begun. Havoc will be wreaked. Let's see how our contestants will do. Ooh, the sweeper takes its first victim. Monty's trying to hang on, and he can't. And the sweeper takes its third victim.
We're just one rotation in, and already we've lost 3 of our contestants. 5 more, and the remaining 8 will move on to the next event. Shelly, our triathlete, goes down. And that's definitely worth seeing again.
And again. All right, just one more time.
John, why don't you break down what happened here?
By looking at the sweeper cam, you can clearly see what Shelly's problem is. She did not jump high enough.
You have a tremendous grasp of the obvious. All right, on its third pass around, we've lost 4 contestants, but it seems that everybody's sort of working themselves into a rhythm.
Wow, Eddie does a perfect impression of Shelly.
Eddie is the 5th contestant to be eliminated, which means that we only need 3 more contestants to wipe out to move on to our next round.
Slow, guys.
Well, the contestants didn't enjoy that. The sweeper actually slowed down to mess with the contestants' timing, because, like jumping rope, it's much harder when you're going slower.
I mean, what's the deal? Come on, let's speed this up.
Now the sweeper speeds up again.
Whoa. Oh, timer, that was close.
Christian Redioff razzing the old man a little bit there. 54, Rick Wilson, the oldest contestant still in the game. They ought to give him a break. Can't be easy jumping when your pockets are filled with hard candy and silver dollars.
He even competes in street luge.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it embarrasses his children. Oh, and he goes down.
That makes 6 contestants down, only 2 to go. Katie Mayfield and Mindy Fortune are our last 2 women, and they seem to be going pretty strong.
Whoa, that's high.
That's right, Mitch. The sweeper will get higher and higher with each revolution.
That's bad news for police officer Steve Romero. At 5'6", he is the shortest man in our competition.
God, that girl could jump high.
Steve seems impressed with Katie.
Yeah, well, Steve should be especially. I mean, she can jump over him. Her background in cheerleading, clearly a help. Allowing her feet to go in opposite directions at the peak of her jump, that allows her to clear the sweeper by, good foot.
Oh, and Steve goes down.
Cross another one off. That leaves us 9 contestants left standing. Math says one contestant needs to wipe out, and we can move on to the next obstacle.
Feel the burn?
It sounds a bit like Christian is trying to psych the rest of the contestants out.
I hear you clipping the top of it, dude. Don't hit me when you go down.
That is a lot of tough talk coming from a guy in a pink shirt.
Come on, someone go down.
The little fella, Paul Martin, nearly went down there. Christian's strategy just might be working.
We got a lot of tired players out there.
Yeah, you can see the fatigue setting in.
Yeah, and finally, it's Mindy going down.
You can see here the sweeper hit Mindy so hard that her legs were above her head. And at that point, her only option is to try and hang on by her forehead, which doesn't really seem to work out for her.
And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Mindy Fortune, the last of the 8 contestants to be eliminated.
That's right, and these 8 hopefuls will be moving on. Pro cheerleader Katie Mayfield is the only female left. Scott Faceplant Kessler and the hot sauce guy Daniel Drew are still in it.
They are one step closer to the prize money, but before they get a shot at the wipeout zone and the 50 grand, one more obstacle stands in their way. The sweeper certainly lived up to its name, brushed away 8 contestants here in our competition.
Of the 8 left unscathed, just 4 will emerge to compete in the wipeout zone and vie for a shot at $50,000.
And the only thing standing in their way, the cookie cutter.
Ooh, sounds rough.
Actually, it sounds sort of pleasant. Contestants must ride a rotating platform, successfully navigating 4 obstacles to cross the finish line in the least amount of time. Rocket scientist Christian is up first. Let's go down to Jill Wagner and get a word from him.
So, Christian, here we are. There's 8 of you left. Who do you think is your biggest competition?
The cheerleader.
You don't mind being beat by a girl.
I love getting beat by girls.
Oh, Christian.
He's pumped. He's ready. Let's see how he does. Off to a good start through that first obstacle. Attempting the second. Now a bit of a stumble. Now can he pull himself up in time to jump through that next obstacle?
Now he's gonna have to swim back to catch the platform and try that one again.
Okay, guys, I think people are going to find that this is a lot more challenging than it looks.
That is correct, Jill. And through the third obstacle just fine. Now here comes the fourth. And what he's doing is thrusting himself, launches himself through the obstacle, even though he has no chance of landing without a complete wipeout. He's gotten himself through, though, and doesn't have to do it again, which is good. So Christian is through all the obstacles. Now the only step that remains is to jump back onto that first platform where he started. Christian finally brings it in with a time of 4 minutes, 13 seconds.
All right, Christian, don't get too excited. You went first.
Up next, Daniel.
Let me help you with that. There you go.
You like hot sauce?
Not like that. But, what are you doing?
Showing I'm tough as nails. You like that? Yeah.
Good luck, Daniel.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Daniel, he's back on the sauce. Bet he's wishing he didn't hit the bottle so hard now.
Made it on the platform, through the first obstacle, no problem. The second, that's a problem. Looks like this course is taking its toll. He's halfway through with 2 more obstacles to go.
He's made it on the platform. Through the third obstacle just fine, and on to the fourth. Close enough.
Come on.
Now all he has to do is land on the finishing platform.
And Daniel's final time, 7 minutes, 29 seconds.
Finally.
Here's the little fella, Paul Martin. Let's see how his 105-pound frame handles the cookie cutter. Through the first obstacle, fine. And the second cookie cutter, no.
He's made it through 2 obstacles. Doesn't seem to be using his legs a lot, however.
But he's on the platform and through the third obstacle. Look at him try to hang on with those little angel hair pasta arms. Oh, and again, Paul eats it.
Looks like the first thing he's eaten in months.
5 minutes, 52 seconds. Well, with only 3 times posted, that puts him right in the middle. We'll see if that time holds up. Up next, Scott Kessler. Jill's with him now.
I think my strategy is still don't kill myself.
Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, and get through as fast as possible.
And try not to get any more boo-boos on your nose.
Yeah, I'd like to not face plant into anything.
He's through the first. He is through the second. Ooh, he fails, but he is the only one that's even come close to sticking that. He's now cleared the third obstacle, so there's only one left. Last obstacle, and out.
Oh, that had to sting. You can see he's favoring the right side of his face for impact. That allows him to keep the left side of his face clear of wounds should he need to be photographed in profile.
All right, here he goes, again, trying to take it home.
No, again, he takes it in the face.
Four minutes, 4 seconds. That's our fastest time yet.
All right, let's give you an update and a look at our leaderboard. Scott Faceplant Kessler leads the pack, but on deck, we have All-American Nick Ballard.
Nick's going to have to beat Daniel's time of 7 minutes, 29 seconds if he wants to stay in this.
Nick has been a contender all day long, John. On paper, he's a heavy favorite to win. Unfortunately, they don't play on paper. They play it on a rotating platform. But he is no quitter, and he is ready to get going again. On the platform, and oh, another huge wipeout on the cookie cutter.
He's had a rough start here, but if he can pull it together on the second half, he's still got a chance in this thing. On second thought, that actually could take a while.
Oh, he lands it. He's cleared 2 obstacles. No trouble on the third. Here comes the final one.
Good news is that's only going to hurt a lot and for a long time. Nick looks a bit exhausted.
Take a look at this. Nick is so tired he actually tries to take a nap.
Shh, he's sleeping. That was a really costly miss. He needs to make this landing or it's done. And that is it. Nick Ballard, he is out. So good in the qualifier, but no, does not make it to the wipeout zone. So the standings stay the same. Daniel and his hot sauce are still very much on the bubble.
So, Daniel, your time was 7:29. If Andrew beats that time, you will not be going on to the wipeout zone.
Andrew, huh? The Wolverine?
Andrew's friends call him the Wolverine because of his physical prowess.
But it turns out his friends are idiots.
Coming to that first obstacle, this one pretty easy.
But not for the Wolverine.
The barrel roll and a face plant, the double. 1 down, 3 to go. He's on. Here comes the second obstacle.
Oh, poor fella. He's got 2 more obstacles left. Third obstacle. Clears it.
That's the easy one. Final obstacle.
Oh, there is no way that feels good. All right, all he has to do is stick the landing here. Or fall terribly.
Oh, I don't think that method's gonna work for him. I hope he keeps trying, though.
Andrew's time, 5 minutes, 13 seconds, and that does knock Daniel out of the running.
You made it this far. You did very good.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm not even in shape, but I made it this far. So next time, look out.
There's a lot of chicks watching. I'm sure you'll get a date.
Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. If you want to, my number should be going along the bottom.
Yeah,
there.
sure, Daniel. Let me help you out with that.
Oh, seriously.
So Andrew slides into third place, making Paul Martin's time 5 minutes and 52 seconds, the time to beat. Jill's now with our next contestant, Mitch Rohner.
Now, I know that you said that you lost some weight. How much weight did you lose?
I lost a little bit over 100 pounds.
Wow. Do you think that's going to help you in this event?
Absolutely.
5:52, a reminder, that's the time to beat. Mitch makes that first jump successfully. He does not make the second. And as you can see on the replay, I think the weight loss might have gone to his head. Apparently he thinks he can just sort of slide through the skinniest portion of that obstacle.
But he doesn't.
Does not. He's on the platform again through the third obstacle, and now here comes the fourth. Oh! Now all he has to do is land on the platform and finish.
He's on. He finally made it, John.
So with a time of 4 minutes and 30 seconds, Mitch knocks Paul out, and he makes it to the wipeout zone.
And our final competitor, cheerleader Katie Mayfield, has got to beat Andrew's time of 5 minutes, 13 seconds if she wants to stay in this.
It all comes down to this. With a little bump of the head there, she gets on her feet. And she's on her face. Katie uses a beautiful swan technique, but it does leave her face open for punishment.
That's okay, because she doesn't actually feel the pain until about here.
She's on the platform again, through the third obstacle, on her feet for the fourth one, and apparently didn't learn her lesson. She uses the same swan technique as before, and it yields the exact same results.
But with the added benefit of putting her feet behind her head.
Oh, she just misses her exit.
John, I don't know why she didn't attempt to jump on the final platform. It's a very simple maneuver. All you have to do is land on a slippery, wet pad, turn around with no traction, and immediately jump backwards to catch the platform that's leaving you.
This is a crucial moment for Katie. If she doesn't land this, she has no hope of advancing. Oh! Oh! And yes! She sticks it. 22 seconds to spare.
That hurts.
And with that time, Katie Mayfield, the only female left, rounds out our final four.
You beat out a lot of guys.
I know, suckers.
Well, this is the moment we have all been waiting for. After battling through 3 grueling rounds, our final 4 contestants are about to get their shot at $50,000.
But to claim that prize, they're going to have to conquer the Wipeout Zone, which is divided into 4 stages.
All begins at Killer Surf, where contestants slide down a gnarly slope and try not to launch themselves too far off course.
Up next is Triple Threat, where they must maintain their balance while jumping from triangle to triangle.
Then it's on to the Spinner, where they'll leap on and off a disc that's revolving at dizzying speeds.
And the course culminates with Blast Off, where they'll cross a beam while being pounded with a tidal wave of icy water.
So 4 contestants remain. Fastest time walks with the $50,000. Up first is suddenly slim Mitch Rohner. He's with Jill.
Mitch, it's down to this. You're in the final 4. This is the Wipeout Zone. How bad do you want to win this?
$50,000 would mean everything to me right now.
Are you nervous about any one of those more than the other?
I think I'm more nervous about the cold water, but I'll get over that really quick.
Let's take a look at how Mitch got to the Wipeout Zone. Mitch began the competition with flair. Emerged as one of our most consistent players. And he used his dramatic weight loss and newfound athleticism to conquer the cookie cutter. Mitch Rohner on the course, and here we go. Ripping down the Killer Surf.
Look at that air.
Oh. Let's take another look at that. There goes Mitch.
I bet Mitch is regretting that weight he lost. He might not have flown as far.
Now Mitch has to figure out how to get across these triangles.
The object here to move across those triangles without letting them rotate back and knock you into the water. And Mitch making a dive for it.
They will rotate if you're not careful. Trying to hang on there.
Oh, and he's got to backtrack. That's going to cost time.
Really got to move on the back half of this course to make up for that. On his way to the Spinner. But nothing to hold on to, and off he goes.
Oh, no, Mitch, unable to find purchase, and he is going for a swim.
Into the water. Got to make that swim back to the podium to start all over again. Another look at it.
Got to time things right.
And he's good.
Looks like he's stabilized himself. Now he's got to make his way across to that platform, and he does.
And now crawling his way to the blast-off.
Across that narrow ledge, all the while being pounded with freezing cold jets of water.
And Mitch crossing the finish line, 2:59. So Mitch Rohner has our time to beat in the Wipeout Zone.
Up next is Scott Kessler, and he's looking to take that 50 grand home.
Scott established his patented face-first philosophy on the qualifier. Bruised and bloodied, but not defeated, he survived the sweeper and emerged from the cookie cutter with the fastest time, which took him from sentimental underdog to serious contender. Scott ready at the top, a killer serve. The torrent of water coming down, and he comes down as well, flying through the air off killer serve.
Oh, that has got to be one of the toughest wipeouts we have seen so far. Face first into the water.
Well, at least he's consistent as far as that goes. Up the stairs. Now he has to negotiate that series of 3 triangles. Small hesitation.
Showing terrific balance. Actually, a little technique involved here.
Stay low, stay forward, keep moving. Now this is the obstacle where Mitch fell off. The spinner cost him critical time, may cost him the competition. There's the jump.
He is on and he is steady. And he gets lucky his first time around. Look at how fast that's rotating. Holding on, a look of fear in his eyes, but he is, going for that platform.
If he drops there, he will lose to Mitch Roeder, so he has got to pull himself up.
And he does it.
Now he's got to make his way across blast off. And I'm telling you what, we send a blast of icy cold water at our contestants.
Look at that right in the face, John, and he has finished.
2 minutes and 3 seconds, 2:03. Scott Kessler has taken the lead from Mitch Roeder and possibly the $50,000 as well. Can he hold on to it? We have 2 more contestants to go. And we are just moments away from crowning tonight's Wipeout Champion. Scott Faceplant Kessler has the time to beat with only 2 contenders remaining.
That's right. Next up, pro cheerleader Katie Mayfield. She's with Jill now.
Katie, here you are at the Wipeout zone. What sets you apart from the competition in this?
I'm definitely a lot lighter than everyone else, and I feel like I have the most to prove. Girls can do it just as well as guys can do it.
Okay, Katie, we'll go get them for the girls. I wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
Katie breezed through the qualifier with an almost flawless run. Then she used her cheerleading jumping skills to be the only female to emerge from the sweeper, and she continued to showcase her athletic prowess and determination on the brutal cookie cutter. Katie Mayfield at the top of killer surf and ready to go sledding.
Like an Olympic wave there at the top of killer surf, and down she goes.
Ouch! Oh. We take another look at it as she goes flying into the water of the Wipeout zone. That is so brutal on the entry, but she is quickly up and onto the triangles.
Let's see how she does. Wow! Just racing across those triangles.
It helps to be petite, and the triangles don't even move. She has such little weight as she goes across. But now she is at the spinner, which is clearly, from our first 2 contestants, the most difficult obstacle in the Wipeout zone.
The spinner is unforgiving, and Katie Mayfield makes her jump. Can she hang on? No,
not even close.
Remember, she's not out yet. She can make it if she has a flawless run from here.
Look at it again, desperately trying to hold on to everything she's worked for today. Dreams of the money, winning.
All right, she's lost a lot of time. She's going to have to make it past the spinner at a record pace if she has any chance of beating Scott's time. Now she's got to make her way to the next platform.
Oh, and she's unable to even make the jump. That will do it for Katie Mayfield.
Katie Mayfield couldn't make the jump, but she's going to continue to finish, John.
She is determined to finish the course. She's been determined all day, whether it was through the qualifying rounds or through the sweeper and the cookie cutter. She is just not going to make it through the Wipeout zone in time. Though there'll be no victory for Katie Mayfield today, certainly, as you see, pride and accomplishment for this young woman.
Let's go down to Jill. She's with Christian Redioff on deck.
Okay, Christian, you're Mr. Extreme Sports now here. Does this fire you up?
I'm pumped. It looks fun as hell.
You are our final contestant. Do you think you can win this?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
Go do it.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is what it comes down to. Christian, the course, and maybe the catch, $50K. Let's take a look at how Christian got here.
Christian had a sense of humor on the qualifier and still managed to place 3rd. He played head games in the sweeper.
Oh, timer, that was close.
And went all out on the cookie cutter, posting the 2nd best time.
He's at the top of killer serve. Christian must beat a time of 2 minutes, 3 seconds to claim the $50,000. Off he goes, killer serve.
Ooh, look at him, arms and legs flailing, trying to get over to that huge ladder leading up to the triangle.
Not a clean entry to be sure, right up the ladder.
He's a really good swimmer, that
He is. If anyone can beat my time, it's going to be him.
Ladder climbing, that's a skill, don't underestimate that. Now Christian wasting little time over those triangles like a bull.
Wow. Wow.
And now it's the spinner. It all comes down to the spinner. And he is on in the first try, and he's got a great hold. Now he just has to get around to the other side and jump off on that platform. Taking an extra spin here, which is the good thing to do. Be ready, don't fall off, keep your time in order.
And making it look easy, now already on the blast off, and he's going to go standing up, John.
He's not crawling, he is going to walk to victory. Christian ready off. Tremendous time, 55 seconds.
Christian Redioff, ladies and gentlemen, our Wipeout Champion.
Well, that will do it for us. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. I'm John Anderson.
For Joe Wagner, I'm John Henson saying good night and big balls.